So, Männers und Frauens, wir sind wieder da. Und kramen erstmal in dem Müll rum in der neuen Folge. Was ist denn bitteschön gereinigter Teer? Dieser extrem klebrige Schlamm setzt sich überall fest und will nicht mehr abgeben. Man könnte ihn vielleicht wie Klebstoff Epoxidharz, okay. Schlossknacken, Erfolg. Okay, will ich da rein? Ich weiß es nicht. Beschädigter Marktstand.
Snapper Jimmy Bob's still standing.
Schnapper Jimmy Bob.
Dorseys or no Dorseys? You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No siree. Oh, hey! New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. That's snapping Jimmy Bob, thank you. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one, and now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it. Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it.
Ja, dann zeig mal, was du hast. Oh, der hat ein paar Visiere. Ernsthaft? Ein Snickers? Cool. Müssen die da nicht eigentlich irgendwie Rechte zahlen? Oder ist das irgendwie anders geschrieben? Ich weiß es gerade gar nicht. Chips Ahoi. Gefrorenes Frettchen. Munition? Ist das Tierquälerei, wenn sie schon tot sind? Okay. Das wird mich auch gerne interessieren. Ich glaube, ich werde auch auf Mechanik gehen, glaube ich. Das wird bestimmt interessant. Attrappe. Ich will so Automatikgeschütze. Die sind bestimmt voll geil. Ich glaube, ich werde auch auf Mechanik wechseln. Oder was heißt wechseln? Leveln. Erzeugt einen Robotermaschinenturm, der deine Gegner angreift. Zerstört sich selbst, wenn der Kampf vorbei ist. Das hört sich so geil an. Sorry, aber ich feier's. Okay, jetzt sind wir schon wieder hier. Ich drehe mal die Kamera so ein bisschen. Machen wir mal so. Oh, Glück. Kurze Kontrolle, Blechdose, Schrott, LED-Matrix. Okay. Alles klar. Ja, hier waren wir schon, ne? Na, hier waren wir noch nicht.
Oh, darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who those outlaws are, Josiah? They're Dorseys! They won't be scared of a scrawny old man.
A scrawny old man with a shotgun? Hang on, I'm not that old.
Oh, Josiah, just put down the gun and let someone else handle this, all right? Josiah, for goodness sake.
Come out of there, you sons of bitches.
Josiah, come on. Don't provoke them.
But they're in my shop. They might ruin my stock.
Better they ruin...
Consarn it. You Dorsey Peckerheads, get on out of there.
Der Alte brüllt in den nahegelegenen Laden und fuchtelt mit einer Schrotflinte.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. so I'm going in after him.
Wieso bittet ihr nicht die Marshals?
They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Wollt ihr etwas Hilfe, um Dorsys zu töten? Wir sind dabei.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then.
Kein Problem für uns. Eins, zwei, nur drei.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off!
Keine Ahnung. Übelkeit. No-Glo aufgehoben werden.
Not to go off half-cocked.
Oh, das war der falsche. Ich dachte, das wäre der Scharfschütze. Mit einer Kleidung zieht euch ein paar neue Klamotten an und verlasst einfach die Stadt. Nur ein toter Dorsey ist ein guter Dorsey.
Nah, you're right. We're gone. Huh, nice get up.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys.
Hätten wir die jetzt umlegen sollen? Ich weiß es nicht.
We'll clean up the old store and make it good as new. Pretty soon we'll be selling suits, pants, hats, and all the rest. Finest garments in town. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
Hey, Hübscher. Was? So, hier ist sonst nichts, ne? Darf ich das oder darf ich das? Hat doch bestimmt keiner gesehen, oder? Okay, das war's wohl.
I knew you had the look of soldiers about you.
Okay. Das Gesicht eines jungen Wachmanns wirkt nervös, aber entschlossen. Er stellt sich euch sicheren Schrittes entgegen und hebt seine Hand.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only. Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
Er besinnt sich offensichtlich darauf, dass es nicht sein Job ist, ausführliche Informationen weiterzugeben. Alles klar.
Good day.
War kein Problem für mich. Alles cool. Zeitungsjunge.
Extra! New in town? Did you hear about what happened?
Habt ihr schon das Neueste gehört? Dieser junge Mann ist noch ein Teenager. Er trägt mehrere Ausgaben einer Zeitung namens Colorado Patriot auf den Armen.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
Ist da vielleicht was dran, dass der Patriarch gar nicht alle ausgelöscht hat, sondern einen Deal mit denen gemacht hat?
Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
Dorsey scum!
Dozens killed by Dorsey thugs! Families
Whoa,
taken hostage!
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Dorsey scum!
Bastards! Bastards!
Alter.
Murderers!
Die Leichen, die bei dem jüngsten Überfall getötet wurden, wurden willkürlich in diese gefrorenen Brunnen geworfen.
Murderers!
Okay, Alter. Flüchtling. Okay, keine Ahnung, was hier ist.
I hope you die slow!
Flüchtling.
Dorsey scum!
Holly.
Murderers!
Ich check erstmal ab, was hier abgeht, ey.
I hope you die slow!
How does it feel now? How does it feel now?
Okay, das ist schon echt heftig,
My
ey.
son's not a Dorsey.
Bastards!
Let him go. You don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch? Then my boy needs your help. He's going to be executed. And they won't listen when I say he's no killer. Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please, maybe Watkins will listen to you. I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much. Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever. Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too. Please,
Okay.
help my son!
Der jugendliche Gefangene ist hager und blass, sein Haar ist zerzaust und fettig, sein Gesicht kantig vor Hunger, er starrt die Pranger mit Angst an und schluckt gelegentlich. Er bemerkt, wie er ihn anstarrt und wird zurück in die Realität gerissen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind. Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us. People here kept us out in the cold. letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism. Figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have talked me out of it. I should have talked to her first.
Ja, also hat er quasi ein bisschen rebelliert und ja, was man so halt im jugendlichen Leichtsinn macht, ne? Wenig nachdenken, einfach machen.
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
Ja, dumme Entscheidung, Alter. Oh ja. Klingt nicht, als würde die Bestrafung zur Straftat
I
passen.
thought it was too harsh, but what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance. Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
Okay, das ist heftig.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process. Guess I don't have any money to give you, but I'd pay you back in hard work, if you'll have me. I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight. I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man. You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are. Sure didn't turn out like I hoped. Nice talking to you.
Magistrat Silas Watkins. Dieser unnachgiebige Mann blickt mit grimmiger Zufriedenheit auf die Pranger. Sein Gesicht wird von bleicher Haut überzogen und seine dünnen Lippen presst er so fest zusammen, dass sie nur noch eine gerade Linie aussehen. Okay.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy. Which reminds me, that Dorsey you requested stand trial? He was clearly guilty and sentenced to the pillories. A waste of my time. He did have this note, though, which you may find interesting. His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
Ja, er war ungewollt bei den Dorsey-Aufstand, ne? Muss man ja auch dazu sagen, ne? Ja, seine Familie war am Verhungern, er wusste nicht weiter. Schwierig. Ja, um nicht zu verhungern. Eine gerechte... Ja, das sehe ich auch so. Was, wenn die Ranger für die Schäden die bezahlen und dann den Jungen aufpassen würden? Er ist noch zu jung für die Todesstrafe. Sicher könnt ihr Gnade walten lassen.
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses. I can facilitate that. That's the price in Colorado dollars. This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Okay. Komm her, Junge. Du bist jetzt offiziell ein Ranger.
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next. What? Are you serious? You really saved my life and I get to be a ranger? Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, Rangers. Can't wait to get out of here.
Watkins must be going soft. I thought the kid was a corpsicle for sure.
We'll have our revenge. You ain't seen the last of
Junge, du
us.
bist am Verrecken und... Alter.
If it's too dangerous for you, Marshals, maybe I should go in there myself. Sheriff Daisy! Sheriff!
Miss, please.
I've had enough of this. Why won't you people do anything? Ah, Marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't Marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour. Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the Marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them, and when. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Ist hier irgendjemand, von dem du glaubst, dass er weniger du verdienst? Wer bist du überhaupt? Was ist hier eigentlich los?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
Also ganz ehrlich, als würde nichts gemacht werden, kann ich nachvollziehen. Der pimmelt rum, der pimmelt rum, der pimmelt rum, der pimmelt rum, der pimmelt rum. Das sind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Leute, die einfach nur rumstehen. Okay, die zwei kann ich vielleicht noch verstehen. Die bewachen hier die Zelle oder sowas. Und die zwei, ich habe keine Ahnung, was die da machen. Die machen Pause oder was auch immer. Die könnten, was weiß ich, irgendwelchen Sachen nachgehen. Und er geht hier einfach so durch die Halle spazieren. Ich kann es verstehen, dass das so den Eindruck macht.
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives. We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family. Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the Gods. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off. Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. For us, Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
Ja, kann ich auch nachvollziehen. Oh, nehmen wir mit. Nehmen wir auch mit. Tisch. Eine, okay, alles klar.
We should build some more watchtowers around the garden. Dorsey slipped right past the ones we've got.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan. Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting.
Kann ich mir vorstellen, wie erschöpft die Leute hier sind.
Don't blink. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Okay, okay. Ah, Sheriff Daisy. Senior Marshal, Senior Marshal. Okay, hier ist nix, hier ist nix, hier ist nix. Okay, Sheriff Daisy. Daisy. Der Sheriff ist eine statueske Frau mit grauem blondem Haar und einem schönen Lächeln.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
Cool, also wenn wir das schaffen, dann kriegen wir ein Ranger-Hauptquartier, Gefängniswärterin, Söldnerrüstung, Söldnerhelm, Söldner-Leggings. Cool.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But...
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That girl, you think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm gonna insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
Alles klar. Na los, Wessen.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are. It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate. At last.
Okay. Sag mal, was du kannst. Okay, Revolver. Ah, Handfeuerwaffen, Waffenmodifizierung, Überleben. Schaden gegen Tiere. Okay, die macht... Okay, das ist wahrscheinlich auch nicht schlecht. Okay, Waffenmodifizierung. Handfeuerwaffen, okay. Achtsamkeit ist schon die Stärke. Nahkampfbonusschaden. Ausweichen, Initiative, Kampfgeschwindigkeit. Keine Macke, Revolver hält. Charisma. Krieg's mal hier. Show. Und dann machen wir einmal... Komm, Überleben auf 4. So. So. Gut, wir haben ein neues Teammitglied. Und in der nächsten Folge würde ich sagen... marschieren wir in den Garten der Götter. War das richtig? Würde ich sagen, gibt's mal wieder ein bisschen Action. In den letzten beiden Folgen war ja... Halt die Klappe. In den letzten beiden Folgen war es ja eher so ein bisschen Laber, Laber, Laber und Stadterkunden und so und... Halt doch den Bubble jetzt. Ja, die quatschen hier immer zwischen. Ich würde einfach sagen, nächste Folge, Garten der Götter. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Tschö. Bis dann.